So while everybody is losing their minds over what's going on in the market, you guys know that I love to look at the Fear and Greed Index. Look at that, we're still in extreme fearful territories. I want to take a moment to talk to you about the one pattern on this chart, the one sign on this chart, it's not a pattern, that has never failed Bitcoin. Now, before I continue, there's going to be a lot of horrendous background noise in this video. I'm really, really sorry. I've done my best to manage it, but I've let you down today. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, here's the thing. This line right here that we're looking at, this line has never ever failed throughout Bitcoin's history since it was printed, at least on this chart. And this is the 200-week moving average. So that's essentially the past 4 years of price action. The average of those past 4 years on the weekly time frame given to us right here, which prints a price level of about, well, let me not ballpark it, let me tell you what it actually is, $22,185, telling us where that 200-week moving average is right now. And if we take a look at how we've interacted with this line before in the past, I mean, we have done phenomenally well coming off this line. I mean, the implications of what this could lead to now are absolutely enormous, potentially leading to massive new all-time highs, 10 times growth, and just all these beautiful things that are going to get you bringing that lotion right back out of that bedside table. And I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this video, so if you're excited for that, do me a favor and smash up the likes, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, tick the bell, do all that good stuff. But here's the thing, here's what I really want to focus your attention on in this video right here. It's how Bitcoin right here at this all-time high when it reached the $1,000 level for the first time ended up crashing all the way down, and it was an absolutely abysmal crash. And look at exactly where it ended. It ended at this 200-week moving average, where we managed to find 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces, which eventually led to that $20,000 all-time high. Now, the fact that this line gave us 4 bounces, I think, is very, very important, right? The average trader, the average investor, analyst is going to look at this line and be like, oh, okay, we found support off this line. Moving on. Let me look at what happened to the rest of the chart. No, I want to dive a little bit deeper into this because, ladies and gents, the fact that we were able to consistently find support off this very same line throughout time, right? This was not, a small isolated period of trading. This was nearly 300 days of trading, ladies and gents. I don't even know how many months that is. I think that's like 9 months of trading. That's a bloody long time, to be finding support off the same level. That's telling us that this is actually a very, very significant support level. Not only is it providing support throughout time, but also providing very strong support. It's triggering strong reversals and strong rallies to the upside, and that makes me very, very optimistic about it. Now, the next time it's even better. This is when we ended up falling from $20,000 all the way to an absolute low of $3,100, and again, this is where we met the 200-week moving average, and it managed to support Bitcoin even higher. We found support here once, and then again at 3,300, and then look at what happened next. We blasted off up to $14,000. Again, a very, very strong area of support. The next time we came down to this area, we actually failed it. Now, this was the March coronavirus market crash. This was, in my opinion, a real, genuine black swan event in the market. And even then, we didn't really close below the 200-week moving average. We still recovered back above it. Now, yes, we did wick below it, and the wicks were nasty. It was not a nice time to be in the market, obviously. If we measure this, it dropped by a further 28%, so obviously it wasn't in the strongest standing. However, again, the fact that even in the face of a bloody black swan event, something that shook the entire world at the same time, Bitcoin still managed to hold above this level in terms of weekly closes with the 200-week moving average. Still hasn't really broken down in any significant way, in any way that actually hit the market hard. To me, that is such a beautiful sign. That really does, give me a lot of reasons to be optimistic right here in this market, and that's something that I want to focus on right now, because we are potentially looking at coming back down to this level now. It might not happen soon, it might take a few weeks or even a few months. Obviously I can't see the future, but we're very, very close to this level, and just considering that we've never been able to fail this level before, to me that is a very, very significant sign. Again, when people are really losing faith in the market and they're extremely bearish and they're just not able, look at this, it's just flatlined down in extreme fear pretty much for the past month. I mean, this is just, I'm not saying that it's unhealthy or that it shouldn't be this way. I can understand why people are so fearful, but this is at a time where we are literally at the one support area, or we haven't even hit it yet, but we're close to the one support area that has never failed. And this is across a massive time scale, ladies and gents. I just want to really put this in perspective. The first time we were genuinely able to use this area as support now was about 2,700 days ago. So that was that's just about, I don't know, 7.5 years. A very bloody long time. is all I need to say. Since we first used this area as support on this particular chart, and I think that's very significant. Again, we're talking about something that's really stood the test of time while sentiment is very low. I'm just trying to remind you guys about all of the factors that are at play in the market at the moment, plus this actual, quite important sign which could be providing a little bit of support. The next key thing that's got me excited is that this line sits quite nicely at the $22,000 level, and if we zoom in a little bit further onto the other charts that I've already got some lines drawn on, you're going to know that this is a level that I've actually been watching on the charts for a while, right? Because the $22,000 level, this actually lines up with there's the background noise there, sorry about that. This actually lines up with, bam, this area right here, and I'm getting a lot of lag on my laptop right now, so this is getting hard to show you, but this is exactly where Bitcoin consolidated before blowing up a lot higher when it first broke out above $20,000 all that time back at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. This is exactly where the price consolidated for a little bit. So, to see that the market might panic and try to reach 20,000 but perhaps not quite get there, to me would make a lot of sense, because the other thing that I want you guys to consider is that while a lot of people are fearful, smart money is going to be ready to buy when prices are cheap, right? Anyone that's smart, in my opinion, is going to be very keen on buying Bitcoin if it drops down to $20,000, but that means other people, perhaps like you and I, are going to try and front run the market, right? If I know that everyone's going to try and buy Bitcoin down at $20,000, well, I might be putting my buy orders in at $20,500, and you might know that I'm going to do that, so you might put in your buy orders at 20.7, and that can keep on going until actually nobody gets their fills below 22,000 because everyone's trying to front run the market. And again, if that's where the moving average is sitting right now, just don't be surprised if we get a coincidence like that. That's all I'm saying in this market right now. At a time like this where, the market has been bleeding out and then it's trading sideways and it's giving us hope and it's removing that hope and so on, people are losing sight of these facts that are still at play in the market. People are losing sight of these factors that are still at play in these markets, and this is what I'm here to remind you guys about. So I have to keep this one short and sweet as well. If you are enjoying these shorter videos, do me a favor and smash up the likes, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well if you haven't done so already. You guys already know the deal. If you want to be trading on the same platform that I'm using, check it out with Bybit in the link, with the link down in the description below. That's where you can sign up and make your first deposit, and depending on the size of that deposit, you're going to be able to get some free cash deposited into your account as a thank you for using my Bybit link. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you like free money. If you want to be able to watch me trading in real time, check out the first link in the description for VIP. Like I said, I'm already in a trade on Ethereum as well. That is going very well. I'll tell you all a little bit more about that when that trade closes, because I don't like to talk about my trades until they're closed. Obviously, I keep all of that information for VIPs. But there you go. If you have enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Sorry for the various issues here, but I had to get a video out anyway, so hopefully it was all okay. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.